Good evening. How's your day been? We're in the pub after Arsenal's 3-2 victory at the Emirates over Aston Villa. I'm with Miles, big Arsenal fan, and Simon, who's a big Gooner as well, huge Gooner. So let's just crack on straight away. How did you feel about that 3-2?
Well, I thought it was never in doubt, you know, was it?
No, the second half. Start of the second half, I thought we're going to do this. First half, we kicked ourselves in the knackers once more time. I just thought, how are you going to get back from this again now?
Yeah.
You dig yourself a trench to get out of. Why do it in the first place?
Yeah.
But
I mean, how did you feel about the defence in the first half?
Cataclysmic again. You know, people point to XHAKA's defensive abilities. I will say he's got one thing in his locker, which is long ball, which we never use. We did actually use it a little bit today, actually.
Yeah.
But apart from that, there's just weakness and opportunity for any team that wants to run at us.
Yeah.
And you know, even Socrates, you know, all of them, they just stand off.
Yeah.
They don't. And I thought Kosalinac today put in a bit of a shift, where defensively he's been like too standoffish and just literally to put the tackle in, stop the threat, and all he does is crab back, and not do anything. Which I think is his weakness and why he's criticised so much.
But why do you think that is? I mean, I put out a tweet earlier just basically saying we've changed the manager, we've changed the coaching staff, we've changed the personnel, changed the tactics to a certain extent, and they still can't defend. I mean, what do you think, Miles?
Well, I think we're almost all holding on to the fact, and I've used the word there, of coming back.
Yeah.
Bellerin,
Trying to use that all day.
Tierney,
yeah.
And we're looking for them all to come back. And what chance can we have then with that team? And how does that show? But it's interesting. Lots of people have also been talking about having three at the back.
Yeah.
And will that actually just give us a little bit more of a solid stand?
Well,
we
two wing backs.
Two wing backs.
Yeah.
Just to do that, but. It must be playing in the minds of the midfielders. It must be playing in the minds.
Where are the midfielders?
Where are they?
Guendouzi's energy, he plays for the sake of two, and we've been down at 10. It doesn't matter because the kids in the middle are going to run around and make it look like there's four men there anyway.
How did you think Guendouzi played today?
Could be man of the match again.
Okay.
Like he was at Tottenham, could be man of the match again today.
Right.
He puts in such a shift. He's like Ray Parlour with skills. It's I love Ray Parlour, but he really works his heart out non-stop, and he wants to win. First half, he wanted to win. He was coming into that box, I want to win this, I want to win this. But some of the other players, you think, you don't seem to have the same thing in your eyes. You don't have the same fire in your eyes. He does.
What did you think about David Luiz's performance today? He was at fault for the second goal, wasn't he?
Shocking again.
Yeah.
Shocking again. We bought another Calamity. We bought another Mustafi. Dress him up with a bigger hairdo. It doesn't really matter. You've got the same quality of player there.
Yeah.
You know, it's capable of good things. I mean, who can take, what central defenders take free kicks like that and nearly score? Great, okay, we've got other people who can do that.
Yeah.
Do your job first.
Yeah.
Don't give silly goals away. That was an own goal. He tried to clear that with his left foot.
Yeah.
I've seen on the replay since.
I mean, it was poor technique because he let the man get in front of him, wasn't he? Former club player.
Shocking. At his level, he's probably better off as a central defensive midfielder than actually being the solid. He's never going to be a Steve Bold or a Tony or any of those people. He wasn't at Chelsea.
Yeah.
We bought a bit of a dud. Most Chelsea fans I know have gone like, thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Less Calamity off our books.
Yeah.
I don't dislike the fella. I think he's got good spirit and a good attitude, but he's always had this in his game.
I thought the other sad thing was I like Socrates, and I talked last year about the relationship that he had when he was playing at the back with Holding as well.
Yeah,
and
worked very well.
And you look at the number of goals they conceded, and it was fantastic. And he's a big lump, and he plays to his strengths. But he got caught in the emotion of it today. He got caught, a big central striker there, and he fell for all the tricks that the guy was playing.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to do that because we're weak as a defensive unit, and you start falling for all those old tricks, and you're going to find yourself in a big problem.
He tried a couple of things on, and he stood his ground and got away with it, and literally saw the guy off. But you're right, he found him out too often today. I thought he was one of his better games, to be fair.
So we're talking. I mean, Emery basically got out of jail today, didn't he? 2 went down.
Again.
10 minutes to go.
Again.
We could have had 2 points out of 12. As it happens, 2 late goals, 1-3-2. Everyone's on a high, while addressing the fact we need to strengthen the defence. But we've gone up to 3rd place. I mean, what
is it 3rd?
Yeah,
I'm 4th on goal average, which could be our maximum. But
I need to double check. So, I mean, what's your take on Emery?
I think he's still got to prove himself, really, and I'm not sure how long his contract is, but if he doesn't do it by the end of this year, at least secure the Champions League spot.
Yeah.
I think enough questions could rightly be asked of him and say, like, you haven't done enough.
Yeah.
You've got to go.
Yeah.
He's got promise, but there are none of us are experts, but if we can sit here week in, week out and say, okay, on the team sheet, why does XHAKA's name come out of the hat first off?
Yeah.
What does he give you? You think, I can't do without that in the game? Because I watched the guy play and I think, I could do that in the game.
Yeah.
You know, if Torreira is fit from the summer, I'd have him do that because he is more defensively minded. He offers you more.
Yeah.
You know, he nicks balls.
Yeah.
Is that good for a challenge? It's always going to be a card, or thereabouts. You know, he's not tactile enough and skillful enough really to play the delicate kind of thing. He's a lump. I don't think he offers you very much at all.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very committal. There was a charge down from them again today, and I thought, well, where's XHAKA? He was drifting and coasting on the other side of the box coming in.
Yeah.
So okay, so when the screenshot gets taken, you were in defence, you were back there, you were nowhere near the action.
Yeah, and there was a couple of times where he had heavy touch as well, which indicates his technique is into as well. So.
I think the worry as well there, Simon, is that, and Layth, is that the fact that we've got a player here, we talked about this previously, who looked like he was couldn't be removed from the team because he was wearing the captain's armband. And no player should ever be at that point. They should always be strong enough.
Without the performances to back it up.
Without performance to back it up as well. And you know, the booing when he went off today was terrible. You know, it's bad really. But we saw a different impetus in the team when Willett came on. Perhaps a little bit, perhaps a little bit unfortunate not to play again. Absolutely.
Write your name on the team sheet right here, right now. Touches.
Would you play Chambers and right back while Maitland Lyons is out there?
Do you know what I've seen him Maitland Lyons this season at all? I don't know whether his head is like, well, actually, what's my future in this team once Bellerin comes back? What's my future in this team? Which is a shame because we pushed him in a position he doesn't play at, and he's going to be replaced by that anyway. But Maitland Lyons' history is not in that position anyway, and I'd like to see more from him because I think he's got as much to give as Willock and Smith Rowe and a lot of the really promising youngsters. XHAKA, fearless today, and
really unfortunate,
and rightly on the team sheet. After Frankfurt, great. I'm really proud that Emery did that. Actually, said, you know what, you played so well, you played yourself in the team. I think Chambers has played himself into the team. Find a role for him. Because literally he can play in central defence or defensive midfielder. He's skillful and he wants to play and he wants to win and he's young, he's youthful, he's got great legs. There are people on that team you could take out and drop him in and you get a better performance. And there are 3 of those I could name.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, in terms of the second half performance, they played better with 10 men almost, didn't they?
He's one of the best Arsenal players who hasn't played for this team in the last 5-6 years. Fulham had him as man of the season. All right, they went down, fair enough, but they absolutely rate him. I've always liked him. I think he's got a good spirit and he's glad to be back here and he wants to play. He's knocking on the door. He needs his chance. He's not only knocking on the door. There are people who should be booted or who should not be automatic. Lewis for starters. I've replaced him with him in defence. Holding's coming back, thank goodness, because he looked really solid and developed really well before he had that unfortunate incident last year. Chambers is quality. That's why we kept him, albeit on loan wherever else. He's a prospect, he really is.
Yeah, it was whether Emery rates him, really, I say it does. I mean, what's your take on Emery?
Well, you know, I think there's been lots of comparisons between him and the journey that Klopp went on with Liverpool. And what were the defining moments in the Liverpool process with Klopp? And well, he got a really decent goalie in Alisson, and he got a very, very good defender in Van Dijk. And you know, they don't come around all the time as well. But we've all said it. We've said it for a couple of seasons now. We need a leader at the back who's going to organise that team. I thought Leno played well today. I thought he made some good saves.
Maybe Martinez playing well in Frankfurt on Thursday.
Maybe it does. We're back to that same thing about you need to have somebody who's challenging for your shirt. The difference, really. But I think we've got to address that issue. We didn't address it. We did a panic buy, I believe, in the summer with David Luiz, and to get somebody in temporarily. You know, we've got a great young prospect, Saliba to come in as well. But we need to address that, because if we don't address that, it affects the whole of the rest of the team. Because all of that holding defenders bit, all of that attacking right back, left back, you can't do it if you haven't got a solid base.
No, exactly. And in the last 2 seasons, 104 goals, which is almost a record, I think, for Arsenal. 2 seasons before just gone, they let in 104. It was like 54 and 52, whatever. Some crazy statistic. If you could just be, everyone can see it. If you can solidify the back and stop dripping ridiculous goals, offering Watford 31 chances on goal, Frankfurt 24 chances on goal. If you can stop that and dry it up, and I think it happens in midfield, and I think the replacement of someone like XHAKA, who should be dropped, with a more solid defensive midfield. Torreira Caballos and Gundosi, I think, would be my 3 in the middle of there.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't know where we put our record-paying 350 grand a week player.
I mean, I was going to ask actually, Pepe, how did you feel when he scored the goal? He took it well.
Oh, it was nice to see
him score.
I'm talking about the guy we paid the most wages to. Absolute country
well, yeah, I mean, we're not even going to go Ozil today, but he was on the
okay.
bench, which was quite, you know, which is indicative of where he's at.
But Pepe, I thought was fantastic. He's coming of age, really getting stuck into it. Bang me out was relying on him to be in the middle. He was stuck out on the left to come and put something in. We're expecting the magic, and I love the fact that he said, "I want to take this," because it was his first Arsenal goal, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm having this on the spot. My goal. Let's do it.
And what was your reaction when he scored?
Oh, mate, I was fairly hoarse at the time. And there was in the club level there was a Aston Villa person in front of us.
Was there? Right.
And I give it to him a little bit. In revenge for him standing up in the first half when they scored their second, wherever it was, I was livid. So, and the people we have to our left of us, I've only just met this season, were absolutely rapturous.
Really?
I couldn't believe it. Right in front of where we sit is that and the edge of the box.
Yeah.
Pepe was delighted. I think he was more delighted than I was, to be honest, but he's probably up there tonight.
Rapturous, I'll take that word. What about you?
Last word. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, you know, he scored all those goals, which I didn't know until somebody reminded me.
9 of the 21 from the spot.
Last season as well. So thank goodness it's got him off the mark. Get it behind you. To finish it off, the Aubameyang goal. Wasn't that just
you could feel it coming
superb?
Yeah, but he skied when 5 minutes before. I thought, oh, let's not have this again. Don't just drift it to his feet and just go up in the air. Please get it in the back of the net.
Typical Arsenal.
He's always going to score, though. He's always going to score.
We dug ourselves in the trench and we dug ourselves back in, back out. If we'd had 10 minutes more at Tottenham, we'd have done the same thing there.
Well, yeah.
But then they could have done.
So is that a good result today?
Yeah, massive result. Fantastic. Absolutely badly needed. Especially when loads around us are losing their heads a little bit as well. Good results for us this weekend. Needed those 3 points, had to. Villa, they've only just come up, but you know they've got history, they got passion, they got pride. They played reasonably well. It should have been, and most people were expecting it to be an easy ticket today. It wasn't an easy ticket. It certainly wasn't, was it? So we dug ourselves into the hole again.
Yeah, absolutely. But guys, thank you so much for your time, Simon. Cheers, Miles, as well.
Cheers.
Yeah, goodbye from the swimmers in the shadows of the Emirates after Arsenal's 3-2 victory. Keep watching Gooner Fanzine TV for all your Arsenal-related needs, and thanks for your time. Cheers.